Running a small business is tough. Your accounting shouldn't be. At White Olive CPA, we make the numbers make sense. No jargon, no confusion, just simple, clear advice. From taxes to bookkeeping, we've got your back, so you can focus on growing your business. White Olive CPA. Simple, clear accounting.
Just a jackknife has old Maggie, and it keeps.
How's everybody doing? It's Michael Wheels Parisi podcast. Here today, got a big show going on today. Nice show. Before we get involved with that, I do want to talk about a few things got going on. Got Bobby Darin in the background. Everybody knows the song. I mean, you should know the song. It's played in every neighborhood bar in the world. I mean, especially Brooklyn, Staten Island, Long Island. You know, back in the day, you walked into a neighborhood bar, they had the jukebox, right? Remember that? You play this song. This was always on the playlist. This, the Summer Wind, you know. Those were great days, man. Remember the neighborhood bar? Always had a cast of characters in those bars. Everybody hung out. There was a payphone. We all knew the number at the payphone. We all called the number, you know, when we were looking for a friend. You wanted to make sure your girl was there, whatever. You wanted to make sure she wasn't there. You wanted to make sure if she was there, who was she with? You know? Everybody knew the bartender. Remember they used to put the shot glasses on the bar when he bought you one back. You know, you line them up. You had a bunch of fucking shot glasses, you know? Great times back then. Back in the 80s and 90s. That's what the days that I remember. It's a great time. But anyway, welcome to How Not to Bomb. And, you know, I wrote a book I want to tell everybody about. You can get it on you know, in paperback. You can get it on Kindle. It's on Amazon. It's called How Not to Bomb. It's a stand-up comedy guide. And it's for anybody who wants to think about, who's thinking about getting into stand-up comedy and you want to, you know, better yourself and you want to learn from the pros. I'm doing comedy 38 years. I mean, you know, I learned how not to bomb, and you should learn how not to bomb on stage, but also teaches you how not to bomb in life and anywhere else. But it's a workbook. It's a guidebook for people who want to be stand-up comedians. Go on Amazon and get the paperback. We call them softback, whatever the fuck it is. The paperback, the Kindle version of How Not to Bomb. And that's how you can get the book and find out, you know, how to be a comic, learn how to be a comedian the right way, not the TikTok comedy, 6-minute bullshit, don't got an act. If they show up to a comedy club, can't perform because they don't know shit about comedy. But anyway, today we got a special guest, and her name is Laura Gargiulo, and Laura Gargiulo is a rare find. She's somebody I found, online on Instagram, and she is organic, original, authentic, funny, true to herself. She is, you know, everything that you look for in raw talent. And I told her, I said, you got to do the show. You got to do the show. And she's going to come on today. She's developing a following on Instagram, and people are starting to notice her. And I said, I had to grab her first. So this is her first podcast she's doing. She's a part of the legendary Gargiulo restaurant in New York. She's the great-granddaughter of the owner. She grew up in this business. The original Gargiulo's in Coney Island. If you remember the place, everybody went to weddings there. I used to perform there with Pat Cooper back in the 80s and 90s. Everybody did their thing at Gargiulo's. Her family owned it. They started it at the original. Her father was born above the store, above the restaurant. They lived there. This is her. She's authentic, hardcore Brooklyn. She tells it like it is. She don't hold back. She's the best. And she'll be on the show. Matter of fact, she's popping in right now. I'm going to let her in the room. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, Laura Gargiulo. Actually, it's Laura and Agnes Gargiulo. Here she comes. All right, there she is. There she is, people. Say hello. Laura Gargiulo's in the house. Son of a gun. Look at her. Look.
Oh, my God.
All done
How
up
are
nice.
ya?
How you doing, sweetie?
I'm doing fantastic. I mean, we could always be a little better, but I'm doing great. I got my coffee here,
Nice. I was
and
telling the people about you. I was just telling them I was giving you the build up. I was playing Mac the Knife in the background, Bobby Darin, and we were just talking up and everything like that. And I was telling everybody how we met on Instagram. I came across your profile. What's your profile name for everybody? Because I know you have an underscore in there. What is your profile on Instagram?
it is original Gargiulo, original underscore Gargiulo, but the O is a 0
Correct.
at the end. Yeah.
So there you go, people. Make sure you follow. So I was telling how you're like a pedigree from the Gargiulos. You are a Gargiulo. You come from the long line of Coney Island Gargiulo restaurant. Everybody
Right.
knows the place. Your father was born above it. It's in your blood, and you're original. This is the
Right.
original right here. So tell me a little bit about.
This is the original sauce.
You got the original
There's
sauce.
no I don't know. Some people call it gravy. Some people call it, I don't know, whatever they want to call it. But it's
Yeah.
the sauce over
The
here.
wannabes call it sugo. They think all of a sudden we're Italian American people. We don't call it sugo. Ragu.
Oh,
Yeah.
ragu.
Yeah. I can't stand it.
I can't stand
I
it.
can't
either,
take
but
it. I get fucking.
honestly, when I think of sauce, I think of like pasta with a marinara.
A marinara sauce.
Gravy. Isn't it that like a stew?
What we call it growing up, we would call it like sauce on a regular day when she just would do the macaroni and sauce. But on Sunday it was Sunday gravy because they used to make the meatballs and the pork and the brajol and everything was in there and it made like a gravy effect.
Oh, forget about it. I have the original recipe over here, and you're not getting it.
But they could maybe one day get it if you decide to do something. Maybe you never know. So tell the people them a little bit about. I want to introduce you the right way, but I really feel it's got to come from the heart on you. I mean, I told them about
you. Can we just bless this podcast really quick?
Yes, let's say
I really would like to. I am a person of God. I'm a child of God, and it's God first for me. So I would like to bless your podcast today before we proceed.
Yes. Go ahead.
I want to say the Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen.
Very nice.
Very nice.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
It's funny that, we say the prayer and growing up as Catholic. I mean, I grew up Catholic and a lot of people, Catholic's a huge religion. We say that prayer. And even if you don't go to church anymore, it's one of those prayers that you can just recite because you memorized it. It's just in your head. Because, going to church back in the day, when I was growing up, going to church, you had a formation. And to this day, if I go to church, I don't go as much as I used to, but I still know it like it was yesterday,
Yeah, it's definitely, it's something that, just sticks with you.
Yeah, but they say you have to know what's behind the prayer for it to work. You just can't recite it. You got to understand it. That's the whole thing with prayer. People just
not
recite
a lot of
it.
people understand it.
Yeah, you have to understand. I knew that when you were saying that, it was really coming from the heart,
Yeah,
and I appreciate that.
Appreciate that.
So tell us what's going on.
I'm really happy to be here.
Thank you,
Mikey.
Thanks for doing the show.
I'm really happy. I'm humble, and I have a purpose here, and I'm here for a reason. And let's get this show started.
Let's get the show going. Tell us about Laura. That's what we want to know. You're from Brooklyn. Right. You're from Brooklyn, right? West First?
I'm born and raised in Brooklyn, New York, West First Street and Avenue P.
Yeah.
I grew up in a one-bedroom apartment, a roach-infested building, and my struggle made me who I am today.
Wow.
My struggle taught me that nothing is impossible. My mother and father always told me that you could be anything you want to be. Just put it out into the universe. Believe in yourself, and it could happen. Just manifest it.
Yeah, like attracts like. You're gonna attract it.
Yeah, and I was judged and misunderstood my whole life. I went through a lot of friends, childhood friends, even family. And Brooklyn honestly taught me a lot of things. It did. It taught me survival.
You learn lessons in Brooklyn. You learn how to survive.
I did. And I
Street
learned
smart.
how to defend myself too.
Yeah, and not only with your mouth, but probably with your hands. You could do them both ways, right?
What was that?
You don't. You could defend yourself with your mouth and your hands if you had to. It's like you learn
Yeah, of
both ways.
course. But
You know?
it's not always good to fight. Sometimes you gotta walk away, in certain situations. And I learned that also.
Yeah, I agree. You're right.
Going back to where I was, where I'm from and the struggle and everything. Never judge a book by its cover. Mikey, I embrace the struggle. I really do. And that's why I'm here. Yeah.
Yeah, but you're
My
really
name's Laura
starting to.
Ann Agnes
And I
Gargiulo.
told him that Laura and Agnes. You're proud of all those names.
Yes, I am. I am. OG, Laura G. At work they call me G. I mean, my family they call me Lowly. A lot of
Lowly.
people on the internet they don't really know if it's me, if it's my sister. My Gargiulo gene, the Gargiulo gene is very strong.
Yeah, and you guys
It's
look alike. I saw
powerful.
some of the photos. You do. You
Yeah, it's
really do
very, very
resemble.
powerful. This runs
Yeah.
very deep. This is traditions. This is, a bloodline here.
Yeah.
And everyone thinks I'm, one of my sisters. I'm the youngest out of four girls. We're all 5 years apart.
Wow.
And I love my family very, very much, and that's another reason why I'm doing what I'm doing. I love you, Dad. He turned 90 on
God bless him.
April
You that
7th.
I know it's amazing. I saw
The
photos of you.
original that was born on top of the restaurant.
I was telling the
I
people
love you,
born
Dad.
on top of the restaurant in Coney Island, Gargiulo's, and it's a legendary place. I mean, it really is.
Some people
Everybody's
say
done.
Gargiulio.
Some people say
Can we
Gargiulo.
correct that?
Yeah,
Can we correct that? It's Gargiulo. Thank you.
Gargiulo. Yeah, people go
Yes.
Gargiulio, I think, because of the I in there somewhere, right?
Yeah, I have no idea.
Yeah.
I mean, say it however you want. I mean, we're in 2026. I guess everything goes.
That's right. And you're
What
the
do you-
great you're like royalty when it comes to food in Brooklyn and food in the country, because even people that move wherever you move, if you got a past in your life, you tell somebody, "Hey, yeah, I went to Gargiulo's for a wedding." Oh, yeah, everybody knows that restaurant, Everybody knows your family.
I love
And
Dunkin'. No promo. No promo.
and what you're doing now, I met you on Instagram. You're blowing up. Everybody's going to know you now. You're the new generation Gargiulo. You're going to keep that name alive, and you're
I
doing
am.
because you get aggravated quick, though. I got to say, I've seen some of the videos. You're very who you are, face value. You don't like phony fucking people. I can see
No, I don't. And I could tell a frozen fucking meatball.
it. Right away,
I
right?
try one.
It's bouncy. It's rubbery.
I don't know. It's just as soon as I don't know what it is. Just like I could friggin' spot a snake from afar.
Do you think the people in Brooklyn in the tri-state area changed over the years? You think that they're trying a lot of wannabes out there? I notice on
A lot of
Instagram.
wannabes out there.
A lot of them. They're
I
all
mean,
walking
what
around.
are you doing?
Yeah, what do they do? They walk into every pizzeria,
They go
three-piece
into
suit,
fucking
right?
Larry's. They're
Yeah.
wearing a Gagooshka. What
Yeah.
are they wearing? A Sergio Zucchini. A
Yeah, like who
Pima
the fuck
suit,
is
They got pinky rings all over. I mean,
the
I
scarf
don't
around
know.
the neck? Are they
I don't know.
going
What
down?
is it? 1962?
Yeah, I mean, I
I
walk
think
into
we're
a
going
pizza
back to 1960.
exactly,
I thought we were in 2026.
and they walk in there like they're like, what are they doing? I go into a pizzeria, tank tops, docks. I'm walking in there regular. They're walking in three-piece suit to go get a slice. These fucking
Yeah, because
gavones.
it's a fucking facade. What do
They
you
all
think?
change their
Come
names.
on.
They all want to be
You
fucking
can't
wise
read between
guys.
the lines. You
Lot
can't
of
read between the lines when it's a facade. I
Yeah.
can.
Well, and they're so obvious because they're so fake about it. It makes me laugh. I see them on Instagram.
But what are
I
they
get a kick
trying
out
to
of it.
do? But what are they trying to who are they really trying to impress?
I don't know.
But why is it so hard for people just to be themselves?
And that's what I love about you. You really are yourself. You say it like it is. You don't hold back. You tell it like it is. If you don't like somebody, you tell them you don't like them, and that's the end of it. You move on, right? I mean, you seem to be that way to me. Not to me, but you seem to be that way to
I
me.
am, and I'm a very good-hearted, genuine soul. I mean, I would give the food out of my mouth to somebody. It's really not about the money.
Right.
It's about
What is it about? Tell me exactly what your mission. What is it about? Tell me.
It's about what's deep inside your soul. I mean, this is something that can't be made up. This is something that has to come from within your heart, within your soul, who you are.
Yeah.
I mean, your image is who you are. Don't fake that for anybody.
Exactly.
Never try to be like somebody else. Be a leader, my mother always said, not a
That's right.
follower. and that's my mission, to be a
That's right.
leader and to spread my light, love, and positivity to all. And
And
throw
who
your
you?
hair up in a
I
Gagooshka.
see the Gagooshka you got. We talked about it the other day. You got this Gagooshka. I've never seen it, and I actually thought the Gagooshka was something until you said no. This is what you call it. Like,
Call it. I made up a name, because in back home in Brooklyn, we make up fucking names, and when we say them, if you're one like me, you know what we're talking about. They're like, yeah, 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 the Gagooshka. Oh, okay, yeah.
the
That's just
Gagooshka.
how it is. That's the energy, Mikey. It's the
It's that
energy.
flow. Yeah,
It's that flow that just comes natural. That's not made up.
that's right.
And I'm not showing up anywhere. I just want to make it. I'm not showing up to restaurants or your local
Yeah,
bagel store.
I'm good. Let's get that out of the way. So tell me about that because people are calling you. I mean, they are calling.
People are really like, I don't know, they're trying to like come for me and abuse me. Meanwhile, I'm just a regular person. Like, I'm a mom first. I
Of
mean,
course.
I'm a sister. Like I said, like, I am someone's daughter.
Yeah,
I'm here for a
you're
purpose.
not here
Like,
to
and I'm here
exploit
to make
yourself.
people laugh too.
Yeah,
Like, this is my purpose. Like, not to judge a book by its cover. Be who you are, and on your journey to make people laugh.
right.
Because you know, some people out here are suffering in silence.
I agree.
All right.
But not a lot of
And
people don't know about it though. They don't know when somebody's suffering because they don't just say, "Hey, I'm suffering." It's hard to
right,
tell. It's hard to
right,
tell.
right.
It's real though.
So right, it's real and
It's
it's
very real.
genuine, and that's really it. Back to the Gagooshka.
So I call it the Gagutsa. You call it the
The
Gagushka.
Gagutsa, yeah, I like it. Yeah, the Gagutsa, and make the Gagutsa nice. I
You
slice
can
it,
hide a
slice
you
it,
can hide a
slice.
midget. You can hide a friggin' midget in your hair. One of these midget people, the midgets. You can hide one in your hair like a three because they're
Oh,
small.
I
No, no,
love the
I don't
midget.
have a problem with the midgets. I heard that in Staten Island they have a whole midget neighborhood. I have no problems with
Oh,
midgets, but they
I,
do.
I got a problem with Staten Island. I wish people in Staten Island would stop coming for me. I don't like Staten Island. I never lived there and I never will.
Yeah,
I
but
like Brooklyn. My childhood is from Brooklyn.
right,
I grew up, so my sisters are older than me. I'm the youngest. They grew up in the 70s and the 80s. I'm more of the 90s.
right.
So let me take yous back. I think I gotta take them back, Mikey. I really,
All
I
right.
really do. These fucking fugazis are really getting me
Yeah, they're
sick.
getting me aggravated.
They're
No, they
really
are.
getting me aggravated because the Sergio
Everybody's making a
Tacchini, the fila
sandwich.
suits, it's played out.
Done. They're
I'm
eating every corner. They're
Dunzo
eating
for
cannolis on
you.
every
Get out of
corner.
here.
Every bakery's got the best pizza cannoli. Every pizzeria's got the best pizzeria. Everyone whoever's paying
Cannoli.
them has
Oh,
got the
excuse me.
best.
Hold on a second. Wait.
What do you
Oh,
got what do you keep pinoli cookies in your fucking hair?
hmm.
See, now we know the reason why. Very nice.
You never know
Where do
what's
you
gonna
get
come out of the Gagooshka.
where do you get your cookies from? Do you have a favorite
I
bakery?
want to shout out. I want to shout out somebody that I met actually in my
Okay.
place of work.
All
The
right.
Fiotos.
The
Your
Fiotos.
pinoli cookie blows out. I'm not going to say names, but this is gold. And I'm going to tell you, coming from an original Gargiulo, when I put something in my mouth, I am not going to lie about how it tastes.
Is it the soft batch cannoli that's got that little nice softness to it?
Pinoli. Oh, here.
The pinoli. Yeah, the pinoli. Look at that.
Mm,
Beautiful. And they
yeah.
put enough pinolis on there. They roll them nice. Look at that. Yeah, there it is. They make it with the almond paste. Very nice.
Mm-hmm. Hope I
Delicious.
don't catch your hair in my mouth, too. Anyway,
You have any haters out there? Anybody hating on you right now?
yeah, a lot of people. They're coming for
Yeah.
me. Little by
What are
little,
you
they
doing?
come for me because they really don't know like what to expect. They don't know what I'm doing, like why I'm here, who I am.
Yeah.
I'm a Jill of all trades, Mikey.
You are, man. You got it going on. What's your passions in life? Like I mean, I know your family, of course, but what's your passion like when you want to entertain yourself, other than you entertaining yourself, are you into the music world? Are you into like listening
Yeah,
to
I
Yep.
like as a young kid, I was like, me and my sister, we used to make music. So she sings and, she's a songwriter. I was like getting into
Uh-huh.
like the rapping a little bit and like, I like the whole hip hop, I guess growing up in Brooklyn and I like it. So yeah, making music, my passions. Um,
Do you make music
I don't know,
yourself? Are you
clothing,
also
shopping, planting,
you do
cooking,
You're into the clothing.
cooking.
You like to
Yeah,
cook.
I mean, I like the whole clothing, and I like clothing. Yeah, I like it. Yeah, I love to cook. Yeah, like I said, I'm
What
a
do you,
Jill of all trades, and I mean, I like everything. I'm from Brooklyn, man. Anything goes. I like
I was thinking it'd be
everything.
nice to have the Gargiulo's cookbook because your
I
name
like
is
everything.
Gargiulo. I would like to have a nice cookbook for the people. One day maybe you should come out with some kind of cookbook with your original recipes. I think your grandmother left them to you guys, right?
Maybe.
But I think that'd be a good idea.
Yeah, I think so. But that's worth a lot of fazul. I don't know if I'm gonna. I don't know if I don't know. But it's in the making. Maybe I'm really not sure if I want to do that. If I want to go that route. But yeah, I mean, maybe one day when I have my own.
Yeah, call it
Why
the
not?
original, the OG cookbook. OG cookbook.
Yeah, I
There you
mean, you
go.
can't take my name away from me.
No, 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 they can't do any of that.
Nah.
No, they can't. That would be stupid on their minds. I'm looking
Wait,
here.
but what do they call it, Mikey? So my great grandfather, so that means that I'm grandfathered in, right? Is that what that
You're,
means?
that's what that means. You're grandfathered in. You're grandfathered in. Listen to you.
Well, yeah, right? I mean, does that make sense?
It does. It does. It makes
Yeah.
sense.
Oh, okay. Let's
I'm
go
gonna sh-
moving forward.
I'm gonna share something with the people here. Okay, just give me a second. This is a live show, people. So we're not. I'm gonna share something. Hold on. All
Okay, no
right.
problem.
All right. Here we go. I'm gonna share something here.
You could share on here?
Yeah.
Oh my God. My my God, is that me?
What are you doing over there?
What
I
am I
can't hear
doing
you
over
though.
there?
Yeah.
Wait,
I want the people to
can
go to
you
your
hear me?
Instagram and see these videos. I can't get the sound on your video,
I know.
but
What was I
I
doing?
can see, and I'm gonna
I'll
see if
tell
I
you
can
what
get
I
the
was
sound
doing.
on. Just Ashbet, I'm gonna get the sound on. We're gonna
Yeah,
try and
okay.
get that
Hush,
going.
Bezin.
Oh, here it is.
I think I need an eye exam because
I'm broke. You never
Nope, I
find
can't get
anything in a
your.
big
I
bag.
guess Instagram
You
doesn't
find
allow it.
nothing in there.
But you're going
You
nuts in
see?
the car. Like, what do? You do these crazy videos and just start talking about stuff. It's like you're venting.
yeah, because people were coming for me and saying, "Look at this. She must be broke because she has a white stove." I never
Yeah, like what is that
knew
all about? How do you
you
judge?
judge people off
First
a
of all, why
white
is this
stove.
fucking guy? Why are they looking at your stove? Like, why are they looking around your house? Like, isn't that creepy fucking thing that they're looking at the stove? I mean,
Well,
that's
people will
creepy.
just judge you about anything. They will just
I
judge
mean, it
you
makes
about anything. So, they said, my white stove, I must be broke. I have
right.
this bag. I like big bags. I never could find anything in there. It's like I got everything in there but the kitchen sink.
Oh,
Scrounging through there, and then you just never know. You just never
because you
know.
put
You
everything
call
in your
someone
hair.
broke. Yeah, and you just don't judge people, please. Please, honey. Don't judge me because I'm broke. I really have no money.
But you're a sharp girl though. Like you're street smart. How do you decipher bullshit when it's coming your way in the social world? Like, and how do you tell your kids? How do you teach them now? Because they're growing up in a different world than you grew up in. So you gotta have to teach them the way you grew up. Is that right? But you have to do it differently.
Yeah, definitely differently. Back in the day, they teach you, everyone has this outlook like, yeah, anybody hits you, you hit them back. No,
Right.
anybody
Right.
hits you, come home and tell me
That's
because I'm
exactly.
going to their parents because children are what they live.
Exactly. That's
And it
oh,
all starts in the home.
it all starts at home. I mean, it really
Yeah, it
does.
does. It does. And people don't believe that, but we are a reflection. I'm
Absolutely.
sorry, our children are a reflection of us, right?
Absolutely.
And
See, people are
I'm
texting me that
proud.
people are texting me they're watching you right now. They love you.
Oh, I love you guys. I love.
One guy just text. There's the new one. She's gonna be a hit. All right. How's your recording? Can I hear you? You're breaking up a little bit. I think you sound. I can't hear you. All right, what you going to do? Can you hear me? Hang up the phone and call me back. Little technical difficulty on her end. And that's when you're dealing when you're dealing with this. This is who she is. She's calling back right now. In. There you go. You're back. What are you still eating your pinoli cookie? What are you doing?
I don't know what happened. I got a phone call and it friggin' just
it happens. That's what the live show. That's what the live show is about. But people are gonna be able to listen to you. They're watching you live right now on YouTube. They're watching you live on Facebook.
This is my first time ever doing anything like this, and I'm just like ecstatic.
But it's not your last time. That's the thing. You're gonna do plenty of shows with me. Believe me.
Going back to what, the Gagooshka? What are we talking about over here?
I don't know. We were talking about your kids growing up street smart.
Yeah. My kids are like very different the way I was brought up. So I'm street smart because I grew up on the street, and thank you for reminding me because, excuse me, a little parched. Growing up on the street of Brooklyn, that's what I want to talk about.
Yes, go ahead.
Growing up on the street, I'm talking about Mike and Ike's and banana bikes. Do you know what that is?
Yeah, the sissy bars.
I'm talking about when Mr. Softy came around. That was the highlight of my childhood. Right. And running down 3 flights of stairs barefoot to catch
chasing him.
Mr. Softy.
And the boys would jump on the back of the truck and take him down the street.
Yeah, and go and having going through the Johnny pump. So there was one person that had the wrench for the Johnny pump, and we had to always bother them because they got the wrench from the fire department. It was like a whole big thing.
Right.
So, my era growing up, like block parties and, stuff like that.
4th of July. How about 4th of July in Brooklyn?
Oh, my.
That's the craziest anywhere in Brooklyn on the 4th of July. Everybody.
I still want to keep those traditions. I know I'm a girl and everything, but I'm sorry. I'm like a tomboy. I grew up, playing stickball. I'm very athletic. I grew up playing handball and being in P Park. That's my avenue, the park over there, riding on the back of pegs. And all my friends had those motor scooters. We used to just I had so much fun. We hung out and cruised, man. Cruise.
Yeah, you never went out alone.
Squad.
Yeah.
Like 100%. In Brooklyn, everybody knows somebody.
Yeah. Everybody has a connection somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere down the line. So I'm just saying, and I'm a different part of I'm different Brooklyn. And going back to the struggle, I remember me and my sisters. I want to bring this up because it's a memory for me.
Yeah.
And people try to abuse and knock the hustle. I don't knock anyone's hustle if they're a go-getter, and they struggled in their life and they want to win. I want everyone to win. But going back to the memory, I remember, so we had a variety store on my avenue. And the woman, I'll never forget what she looked like. I think she had a Gagooshka. She had fire red hair. Her name was Maya, and it was a variety store. Variety, I think the name of the store was. And she had it was a candy store with all games in it. We used to go there to play the games like Street Fighter, Pac-Man, and she had all this candy and a slushy machine. The slushy where you put the juice with the ice, like the slush puppy.
Slush puppies. Yeah, with the blue and red striped cups.
Yes, and all with the puppy on it.
Yes,
that was the original. So
right.
We went to the store to always get, she had chips. The candies were like 5 cents, 10 cents, 25 cents the most.
Yeah.
So the memory I'm trying to bring back was I remember, my parents taught me and my sisters responsibility at a very young age. We didn't have that much money and we made the best of everything. And if you didn't have dinner or whatever, if you didn't want to eat what they made, then you go to bed hungry, or have a peanut butter and jelly and go to bed, have a bowl of cereal and go to bed. But we used to cash in the bottles. Like we made our own hustle. Like
Yeah,
people
you figure it
knock that
out.
hustle. But me and my sister, we used to go cash the bottles, get the slip, come out, cash it in, get the money, and then go to the variety store to, get ourselves some snacks.
Yeah, because you could load up with $2. You could load up.
$2,
You kidding?
$2 or $3 got you
$2 or $3.
thinking about
You
it.
get a bag. Forget a brown bag full.
That's what she put it in, a brown little bag.
Little brown bag. So when you grew up in Brooklyn, were you a good kid growing up? Were you a troublemaker? Were you always like the way you are now, was there a time in your life you changed, that you went from one extreme to the other?
So growing up, I was bad.
You were a
I'm
bad
not
kid?
gonna. Yeah, I was.
Yeah, all right.
Not that bad. I mean, I don't know. We go through stages in our life when we're, I mean, I'm not real. I've been a fighter my whole life. I'm sorry. That's how I was just brought up. I'm not going to let anybody step all over me or take advantage of me. I'm always going to defend my truth and what's right. And, some people could say, she's loud or obnoxious or whatever. No, but this is who I am. I'm not going to change because my heart is gold at the end of
Right.
the day.
Of
I'm
course.
not, you know what I mean? But so, yeah, I was a bad kid growing up. I mean, I was a bad influence. I was the one like, yeah, come on, let's do it. My friends are like, no, no, and I was always the one also that never liked bullies. I always defended everyone.
The underdog. You always help the underdog.
Never forget when a kid from the neighborhood, he had a kitten in his hand, and they were lighting the kitten on fire.
Oh, serial killer. That's a
And they were
serial killer.
laughing about it.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna get into other, you'll see where this is gonna go. And it was a block party going on, and I see this kid. He has the kitten in his hand, and the kitten's all burnt up. I stopped them in the middle of the street. I said, "Give me the kitten right now." I said,
Unbelievable.
"That's what you do."
Was the kitten dead now at this point, or was it alive still?
No, it was alive, but it was really
fried.
abused. It was like fleas all over it, burnt all
Ugh.
up. I said, hands over the merchandise. Hand over the animal, please. And they knew right away, like, to hand it over because I wasn't gonna stop. Either that or I was gonna physically take the animal out of his hand anyway, regardless of the matter. There was no winning with me. You're not gonna win. You're not gonna win. You're not gonna win. When it
But
comes
now,
to an Italian, you're not gonna win.
but these kids who did that to that cat, I
They
mean,
were punks from
you
the
had to know them.
neighborhood.
No neighborhood, you had to know who they were. You had to know
Yeah,
their
I know who they
parents.
were. They were punks.
But you knew each other, is what I mean. So like you
Yeah,
would
we
see
knew
them,
each other.
you would
And
see them
that
later.
cat,
You would see them later. What would you do when you saw them like a month later or 2 months later? Were you, did you always like remind them, or what? Did you let them know don't fuck with you?
no, they just knew.
They
They
just
knew that
knew.
I could handle my own. I mean, I had three older sisters, and they're not ones to mess with either. And they taught me like we never had brothers growing up. Growing up in Brooklyn, we didn't. We didn't have anyone like it's different when you're a girl and you don't
Yeah.
have like a older brother.
Right.
Like
Right.
we were like we just had each other.
Yeah. And you
So
protected
that
each other.
cat became my pet.
Oh, it did.
And we named her Carmela. I brought her back home, and my sister took all the fleas off of the cat, and I, assisted. We took all the fleas off of the cat, and the cat was born again. And it was our
Wow.
cat, and her name was Carmela. And may my mother rest in peace. She loved that cat. It used to wake her up every morning with that. Cats have rough tongues.
Yeah, they do.
They're
Yeah.
cute. They're
Yeah.
cute.
Did the cat make a full recovery?
Yeah, full recovery. Brought
Oh,
it to
okay.
the vet and everything. Made sure that it didn't have any diseases or anything. Made sure everything was up to date with vaccination wise. But I, Mikey, I saved. I don't know. This always happened to me since I'm going into the spiritual now. Um, how old was I when I discovered that finding animals? They call it a guardian of creation.
Okay.
That's what I am. And I'm going to explain to you So going back, I
Yeah,
think I
explain to
was
the people
about,
what that means. Guardian of creation.
it means that the universe and God and I don't know, the spiritual life or whatever, that they bring lost animals into your presence while you're out. It could be while you're driving or anywhere, and just a lost cat or a lost dog, or even I experienced a turtle.
Wow, I had a turtle. Yeah.
No, I'm talking about like a huge
Oh,
turtle.
you
I
had a
don't know.
big turtle.
It was like right under my car. I'm like, what are we
Wow,
gonna do here? We gotta friggin' rescue this thing.
a turtle in Brooklyn. There you go.
Yeah, and even deer, a little Bambi deer, I saved one time,
In
but
Brooklyn?
no, not in Brooklyn.
Oh,
Not the animals, the dogs and the cats in Brooklyn.
yeah.
And also it followed me all the way to New Jersey, this gift that I have.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's amazing.
So every time I'm driving, like this happened to me a few times, I experience a lost animal, and yeah, I stopped traffic. And one time, a German Shepherd, I stopped all traffic, and a
Oh,
German Shepherd, it was right before Christmas, and a German Shepherd, I opened the door. I was like, come on, don't worry, it's okay. We're going to find your owner. I opened the door. It's like they knew exactly, you know, they were fine. They were safe. I opened the door. The dog jumped right in. Huge German Shepherd.
wow, I have a
I
German
drove
Shepherd.
the dog back to my job.
Wow.
And they found the owner. And I was talking to the dog, and the dog was like kissing me. Like, I was like,
Yeah,
don't worry,
German
it's
Shepherds
just
are amazing animals.
amazing.
I have one over here
Everybody was
on the
scared.
right of me. Right now, he's over here laying down in my studio, just right here.
Really?
Big ass dog. I have a beautiful. His name is Whiskey. He's 6 years old. I wish I could turn the camera to him, but he is he's trained for apprehension. Like he's trained to take people down if need be. He's like he's trained for that. And but the sweetest, lovable dog in the world, and loyal to the word, loyal to the
Yeah.
bone. But you know what I heard about with cats? I heard that cats have healing properties in their tongue.
Really?
So I heard that if you have a little cut on your hand or something like that, they will
Mm.
lick it, right? And their tongue, because of the roughness and whatever, it has healing properties. You heal faster with if a cat licks your wound.
Wow. I
Yeah,
don't have cats. I mean, they
no,
shed a lot, so,
yeah.
you know.
You have any animals now?
Yeah, I
Oh, you do have
do.
a dog.
I have a dog, but
Yeah.
he's like a human. It's really
Oh
weird.
yeah, my dog is like a human. He can tell me.
But
I
I'm
know
always
exactly.
finding these animals, Michael. I don't know what it really is,
Are
and
you finding them, or are they finding you?
I don't know. I guess maybe
Maybe they're
both.
finding you because they
Yeah,
need
maybe.
you.
Like they know, like I don't know, it's just weird. It's very weird. It scares me. And what also scares me is like I don't know how long that this been going on, like this spiritual, like even with my job, that I have now for 7 years. There's a story behind my
Tell me
job.
what's going on with that your job. It's interesting, actually.
So like I said, I came from the struggle in Brooklyn and everything, and when I moved to New Jersey, I became a mom at 23 years old. So I was homebound for like 8 years, like homebound, no job, no money, just taking care of, the my kids at the time. Well, my daughter at the time. I had my firstborn daughter. She's 12 now. And that's all I knew. And, for a second I lost hope.
Yeah.
I didn't think that there was ever going to be light at the end of the tunnel for me. But here, I don't want to get emotional, but this is a true
Well,
story.
tell the story. People want to
Yeah.
hear it.
Yeah. Coming from where I came from, I appreciate just everything. The littlest things. The littlest things. So, moved to New Jersey, 2013, became a mom. Homebound. No car, no money, no family, just alone. I had nobody. I really had nobody.
Yeah.
And all I really had was God, to be quite honest. I had God. And, for a second, I gave up on my faith because I was like, why? Some people ask, like, why me? Why me? Like, why are these things happening to me? But I want people to understand one thing. If you're going through something right now, if you have no job, or you're going through some type of depression or relationship or marriage trouble, I really want you to never lose your faith, because my faith brought me to where I am. It might not be as big as these are maybe little blessings to other people, but these are big blessings to me.
But they're your blessings. These are your
They're
blessings.
my blessings. So, it was COVID, and some people say, yeah, you were lucky. No, that was luck that you got that job. I heard it all.
That's not nice. Why is it luck?
It's not luck. It's the person. Somebody has to like you in order to hire you.
Yeah, not luck.
Yeah, of course. It's the business.
Fucking people make me sick
People,
sometimes.
it's just unbelievable the things that come out of people's mouth and how they make people feel. But to make a long story short, I want to say that, but I had two jobs lined up for me that day. It was COVID, and I was like, one day I got up and I was like, you know what? I can't struggle anymore. I've been a go-getter my whole life. I'm going to fix my resume. I'm going to do this. I was on Indeed from morning till night, putting them in applications, putting them in. I didn't stop.
Yeah, good.
And I wasn't going to.
Is that luck? No.
I put in the work.
Yeah, you worked it for it. It's resilience.
So people called me back, and I was going to go to 2 interviews in that day for I don't know if it was so the first one was a foot doctor, I think, and a medical, both medical, and the other one was dentist office, dentistry. I don't know what I was like. You know what? I'm not going to drive myself crazy. I went with the dentistry one.
Okay.
As a kid, I suffered with a lot of teeth problems, and scared. I was scared to go to the dentist. Then, I went through all the procedures. Like, I got a lot of procedures done. So it did the opposite for me. Like, I was so interested. Like, I really was eager to learn. And I seen this ad, and it said willing to train. And I was like, you know what? I'm going for it.
Wow.
I go on the interview just like that. And I walk into the office. I was so nervous that day. Oh my God, I was so nervous. I was praying. I'm like, I really want this job. I have no money. I have the baby here. I just want my life back. I want my life back. And I went there and I sat down with the doctor and the girls there, and off the bat, they're like, what's your name? And I said who I was, my name, and I mentioned the restaurant too, because I always do, like, I'm an original and this.
Yeah.
And I'm one of 4 girls, and the girl's name was Laura, the girl that worked there. So right then and there, that was like weird.
Yeah, it was a connection.
Right. And then the doctor, he changed my life. I'm not going to mention names, but he really changed my life, and I love him.
That's
I
nice.
love him and his family very much.
How long you been with him now?
He's retired now, but I've been, so I'm a dental assistant.
Okay.
For going on 7 years now.
So what is a dental assistant? So what's your job? Do you
I assist the doctor. I assist the dentist.
So you're right there with it.
procedures.
You do the impressions and everything too for like
Everything. Yeah,
everything. That's
I
it.
hold the patient's hand.
Yeah,
I
so you
make
learned a
them
whole
feel
new
loved.
career. So you learned a career.
Yeah, I learned a career hands-on, and I went back to school, and I failed the test, a radiology test. I failed, but I didn't give up, and I went back the second time, and I passed. It's a really, really hard test, Mikey. It's
Very
hard.
nice. I'm sure.
But going back, I'm just gonna say this with the doctor. He interviewed me, and he's like, "Where are you from?" So I said, "I'm born and raised in Brooklyn, New York. I'm from Avenue P." He goes, "What? No way. I lived on Avenue P."
Wow. Talk about, those aren't coincidences. Believe me, this is meant to be stuff. Then what happened?
And then he said, "You're one of 4 girls. I'm one of 4 boys."
Holy cow.
And that day changed my life, Mikey.
Unbelievable.
They called me back 2 days later, and I learned everything hands-on. And then I went to school and got my radiology license, and they say in dentistry field, without that, that's your bread and butter. So I wasn't gonna stop, and here I am.
Now you're doing it.
And now I'll always have a job for my.
You'll always be able to work in the healthcare industry. You'll always be able to work, especially in dental, anything like that. You're gonna work.
Yeah, and
That's
I
wonderful.
really love what I do.
Yeah.
I just want to say that I love what I do. I'm humble, and I just want to send a message to people that nothing is impossible. Put it out there, and you could do it.
So
And
I
that's my
re-
message.
that's a nice message to have. And do you and you're looking to inspire anybody? It's not just woman to woman, or what
No,
you want
everyone.
everyone is equal in your world to inspire. Everybody can use a dose of happiness in their life and love and
Yeah,
happiness.
even
Yeah.
if it's wearing the Gagooshka.
And the Gagooshka looks great. And there's a flop. It flops too, right?
Yeah, it
I love
does.
it's a pinoli box on the weekends.
I can't hear you.
So let me ask you this. Now your newfound fame is coming out there. Your Instagram is blowing up. People are noticing you. People want you to do this. They want you to come in their restaurants and eat. They want you. How are you going to
They
handle
want me
all
to
this?
try their food. I don't know
Yeah,
what they
try.
want me to
You
eat.
know, so what are
They
you going
want
to
me to
do?
try what they got.
What are you going to do about? First of
I
all,
don't
let me
know. I'm
ask.
gonna go in their kitchen. I really
Yeah.
want to see what's going.
First, what was your
on.
favorite pizza growing up as a kid? Did you have a neighborhood joint?
Yeah, I did.
Do you remember it?
Yeah, I do. Actually, in my neighborhood, it was what the hell? Why am I drawing a blank right now? Oh, Frank's. I grew up
Frank's.
on Frank's.
Okay.
Frankie's
Frankie's.
on Avenue P.
Right.
You know, a lot of staples in my neighborhood. La Polina on Avenue
I know
O.
La
That was
Polina very well.
yeah. I don't know.
How
L&B.
about
Yeah, I
do you
guess
remember
L&B.
L&B Spumoni Garden, who's now
Lenny's on
Lenny's?
86th Street.
Oh yeah, Lenny's was popular.
Da Vinci's.
Da Vinci's another one.
Yeah.
You ever go to Vic's Pizza on Kings Highway?
J&V.
I don't know J&V.
So one is on 18th Avenue, and the other one, J&V and Da Vinci's. I don't know. I'm drawing a blank, but
You ever
I
go to
remember
Vic's
those two.
Pizzeria on Kings Highway and 65th?
Vic's on 65th.
They were right across the street from the Marlboro Theater.
65th Street? Marlboro Theater was on Bay Parkway.
No, not Bay Park, not the Marlboro. They were across the street from the other theater on Kings Highway. It turned into like a thrift store or something. They used to do bingo there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, across the street.
To meet her over there with the wagon.
Right? Across the street, Vic's was another great spot.
Oh, my God. Yeah, my sister actually was friends with the owners.
Oh, I know the owners, too. Yeah,
Yeah, I think a long time. I don't know how many owners there were, but
yeah. That was a spot. How about Joe's of Avenue U?
Vitali's.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Monty's.
How about Joe's of Avenue U?
Oh, my God.
It's my favorite spot. That's where I go get the
Pinelli special.
Oh, the Pinellis, please.
Stop it.
Now you're making me hungry. See, I love Joe's.
Starving.
Then there was a great focacceria on 18th Avenue, right across the street from where Cafe Milalucci was. There was a focacceria there, right next to Cafe Italia. Another great spot.
I never been there.
Yeah, I used to go there all the time. I used to love hanging out on 18th Avenue because they had the feast there and all that. It was fun. And before we would go, back in my day, before we would go to Pastels, we would, go up and down, Avenue 86th Street. We'd always go to, Cafe Milalucci for coffee, me and my boys. And we'd go eat, drink, have a little espresso, thumb it out.
Yeah, my sisters, we grew up on, with the 18th Avenue feast. My sisters worked all the cafes.
Yeah, Santa Rosalia.
Serving the comedy guy, the espresso, make it nice, a bella bole, and nice. Gotta make it nice. No, you gotta make sure it's nice with the skooma on top.
Yeah.
You know the skooma.
Yeah.
I will not drink an espresso unless it has the skooma.
If it don't have that on the top, if it's fucking black on top, throw it out.
I want my Gagooshka to bounce while I drink the espresso.
Exactly. I love it. You ever go to Lenny and John's on Flatbush Avenue?
No.
That was a great bar spot after the
Really?
bars. But did you go to any of the neighborhood bars in Brooklyn back when you were like doing your thing?
No, but what are all these? What, the wrong number and fucking
the wrong number?
Wait, the wrong number.
That was on Avenue T.
Oh, and Avenue U, Joe's Bar.
Joe's. That's where they had the gabazzella they used to serve.
Yeah.
See, that's one thing about Brooklyn.
Oh my God.
That's where the only place you can get the gabazzella in Brooklyn was over there. That's the one thing great about Italian Americans.
Dad, my dad used to love going to that bar.
Oh yeah, that was a great
For a
spot.
few fucking brewskis.
Knock 'em
Shoot
down.
him right down. Johnny Walker Black. Right
Johnny
back.
Walker Black, line it
Right
up.
back. Nice. And a snifter. You know, I was a
Yeah.
bartender too.
Oh yeah. Oh,
I
were
told
you?
you I was a Jill of all trades. Nobody wants to believe
Where'd
me.
you use the $10? Can you tell anybody? Where was it?
I bartended throughout all Bay Ridge. I knew
Okay.
everybody. So, you
Ernie
know,
Barry's?
before I had my kids, like I made good money. Everybody used to come
Yeah.
take care of me,
Yeah.
you know?
Well, you're a riot. You know, you're a good. See, you could tell a good person in them. You know, when you just talk to them, you could feel the
Yeah.
authenticity. You know, the
Yeah.
realness in there. There are people that put on. They don't know what they're really talking. And yap 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 yap. They don't know what the fuck they're saying.
Yeah, they're worried about their Jordans. 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 Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean everyone got their own thing. I mean, you know, like
Yeah.
we used to wait on lines and everything for the sneakers. If you
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
know somebody, you know, you got to
Yeah.
know the plug.
Yeah.
OGs don't need a plug.
Christmas time came around. Everybody knew somebody was going to come to your house trying to sell you fur coats or
Oh my God,
alcohol.
no. Oh yeah, gotta know
You know.
somebody. They get it off the fucking truck.
Everybody
Send
knows
them out
somebody.
like candies. Here you go,
Yeah.
one for you, one for you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So what do you got planned? Like, what's your thing? What are you gonna do? I mean, you're gonna start popping. What are you gonna do, Miss?
I don't know. I need a fucking planner.
You're gonna get yourself some scapadels. Got to get the scapadels. Remember the guys used to call them the scapadels.
Yeah, pointy shoes.
Pointy shoes, the capezios.
Yeah, don't fucking step on my pointy shoes, because I take my fucking shoes and I fucking stick them up your ass.
Up your ass.
Yeah.
I love the sign behind you. Eat. Very
Yeah.
simple. Very nice. Just eat.
Thank you. Just eat. Manja.
Mangiada, tutto cosa. All right.
Yeah. The
So,
pasta brings everybody together.
It does. Food brings
helps.
people.
Yes, it helps the soul. In one of my videos, I said, "Don't be depressed. Eat pasta."
That's
and I
right.
put in, yeah, don't worry about it. Life is really short.
But I got to say, growing up as a kid, I never called it pasta. I called it macaroni. My mother would always say, well, today we're going to make a big bowl, every Sunday, big bowl of macaroni. The big bowl of macaroni. My rigatonis was my
Give me
favorite.
a half a pound of macaroni salad.
No, I never I never ate macaroni salad with the main.
Macaroni.
But bowl of macaroni we used to call it with the meatballs and the sausage. Full of macaroni. I got to get you a meatball recipe. I know you told me you had the meatball recipe.
Oh no, that's gold.
Yeah, I got to get that.
Gold.
What are you going to do now with your newfound? So, how did you get into Instagram? Tell me about that. Like, what made you start doing these videos?
I don't know. I woke up one day and I'm like, fuck it. Let me show everybody who I always been.
Yeah.
I always been this way. I was just like, you know what a hidden gem is? Do people know? Yeah, they know what that is, right?
Yeah.
So I'm the hidden gem.
You are a hidden gem. You're a diamond in the rough.
Yes, and I just wanted to. I'm going through my own stuff right now, honestly, and
Okay.
I'm just figuring things out. But in the process, I want to take whatever it is and I want to transform it into helping others, even if it's laughing. My Gagooshka made someone laugh today working in Dunkin' Donuts.
It makes me laugh all the time when I see it, and not in a bad way. I happen to think it's really nice. I love it.
Thank you.
I think it's very original. You gotta
have one of those big scrunchies, like really,
I wish I would be. When I was when I was young, I had a full pompadour. I would have been able to do one of those back in '81.
Guys could do it too with their man bun.
Yeah, but I used to have a pomp, and I used to have stiff stuff through it, so my head was like a helmet when I was back in my crazy days. But if you had to pass on any messages before we go today, Laura, what do you really want to get out there? And I know you got some stuff you want to get out there, but what do you really want to? Because this is not the last show you and I are doing. You're going to be on the show again, obviously. So my message? What do you want to get out there?
I want to get out there to be kind. Treat people the way you want to be treated. Right. Isn't that the golden rule?
Yes.
Not a lot of people know about the golden rule.
Fortunately.
Never judge a book by its cover. Spread love, light, positivity to all, and just be yourself.
Yeah.
The world needs more originals.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's really about it. And just Love conquers all.
It always
And
will.
anything you love, you don't look to destroy.
I agree. Do you have good friends in your life now?
Um,
Are you selective or?
yeah, I actually am nowadays. I like my peace.
Yeah.
I always been big on family. I came from a big family at one time.
Yeah.
And I wish that, we were all close still and, but life is life. I can't change people. And that's another thing my father always taught me, that you can't take the stripes off of a zebra's back.
Right. That's true. And
And
that's
people
true.
could learn from me, and that's really my messages. And to
And that
keep
makes
your
a lot of
faith.
sense.
Keep your faith. Because there's a lot of blasphemy. I mean,
Yeah.
faming. Oh, whatever. Oh, yeah.
Blasphemy, I think.
Blasphemy, yeah. There
And
is.
how do you
Just,
deal
be
with
true
people
to
that are negative in
yourself.
your life?
It's okay. It's okay to be yourself.
But do you cut those? You should be yourself. But do you cut those people off right away? Or do you give second chances to people nowadays? Not before.
Um,
Is there any such thing?
Before
Is there any
I
such thing
gave a
as a
lot of
second
chances.
chance?
No.
Um, I found a picture. Am I allowed to put a picture
Mm,
up I see on your Instagram? Can I share it?
yeah.
It's your dad.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Where is it?
I'm going to show it to you right now.
Wow, this is amazing how you can do this.
Where is he? There he is.
Yeah. My dog. Look, my dog looks like a statue on the bottom right corner.
He's 90 years old.
90, yeah.
He looks unbelievably fantastic.
Thank you. He's
He
my
is
heart and my soul.
I can tell, and to be honest with you, you look so different when you're next to him. I'm not saying you're different as a person, but you can see a difference in you. Like you seem very clear and very at ease and very yourself there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the vibe I guess I get when I'm near my dad.
Yeah.
My dad
That's
is my dad is really special.
Well, I'm happy to see that because I think,
My dad taught me everything that I need to know.
well, I hope my daughter has those conversations with her friends because I think that's how she feels about me too. And that really, when I see that picture of you and your dad, it really hits home for me.
Thank
Because
you.
my father died when I was 7 years old. I lost my dad
Oh, I'm
early.
sorry.
Yeah,
I'm
and my
sorry.
mom died in 2001, and I was a mama's boy. I had a very very close to my mom, but my dad wasn't there for me. But my older brothers were there for me. So I have to say, but there's nothing like your dad, and I'm glad that would you consider yourself a daddy's girl?
Um, yeah, I mean, I'm the baby in the family. My sisters always got mad, like, ah, she's the spoiled one because,
Yeah,
they probably had it harder than me. But I
right.
learned a lot from
You
my
learned a lot.
sisters growing up. They, my sisters are my best friends.
So
I
those
never
are
really had friends
your best friends,
yeah, it's hard to come across like a good, like genuine, like person. I
right?
don't know what it is, and it's hard. It's hard. So if
It's
you
difficult to
have that,
find.
keep them really close.
Yeah, and if you
Keep
are
them
that,
close.
always stay that way. If
Yeah.
you're a good person, stay. Don't change. If there's
You
no
know what's
reason.
up? I was gonna stop doing all this, but then, there was a lot before we go, there was a lot, there's a lot of negative. There's always gonna be a lot of negative and a lot of positive.
Yeah.
But I seen something that stood out to me, and someone commented and they wrote, I feel like you're my big sister that I like never had. And there's a lot of people that connected with me on a spiritual level, which was really weird. Like I don't know, weird things are happening, Mikey. Weird things are going on. I'm
That's all
telling
right.
you right
Don't
now,
question it. Don't
I'm
question it.
not.
Let it
But
be.
when I seen that, it made like it. I felt it in my soul. Like I'm not going nowhere.
I
All right.
Hey,
I just want to make that very clear here.
Yeah.
I'm not going nowhere.
you're not going nowhere.
No.
Only up. You're going up.
Up,
Sword
and
to the
stopping
top.
us. This
Nothing
train
can stop
stopping
us now. Wasn't there a song?
Oh, what is it? Nothing can stop us from all the way up.
Look at the
All
Gagooshka run.
the way up.
Well, I was so happy you did the show today. Thank you,
Me
Laura.
too.
So let's get it. Laura and Agnes Gargiulo,
Yeah,
the
say
OG.
Agnes.
Yeah,
OG, Laura G.
Laura G. Yep, and they can find you on
Lonely,
Instagram.
whatever. Find
Instagram.
me on Instagram. Just put in original.
I'm going to give it to him.
Spell out-
Original underscore Gargiul and then the 0, not the O. So
Right.
original underscore Gargiulo, but the Gargiulo's got a 0 instead of an O. Gargiulo is the 0. And then make sure you follow her. Go out there because this girl right now, people, is not bombing. This is the first show. We're bringing on somebody raw, fresh. She's new to this business, but she's old school. She's not new to the way people are. She can carve you out from the inside out. She knows exactly what the fuck she's doing. So anyway, Laura, I appreciate you being on the show.
Me
I want
too.
to
so
have
happy
you
to-
on again. Did you enjoy being on the show? I thought it was fun.
Oh my God, are you kidding me? Come on.
So this show is going to be, of course, it's live on YouTube for all the people watching right now, and there are people right now watching. I see people, and then it's
You
going to
could
be.
see people?
I can see. I don't see who they are, but I can tell they right now. We got 18 in this room, and then we have it on Facebook. We got another 60 on Facebook, and I don't know Instagram. I didn't see that one, but
Oh my God, this is.
it's going to be on Spotify tonight. It'll be on Spotify, Amazon, iHeartRadio.
I'm going to be able to watch it and hear it?
You'll be able to listen to it on Spotify. You're able to watch it on YouTube, so you can go back to YouTube and watch the recorded version of us later.
Oh my God.
So if you missed out on the live people and you want to listen to the recorded version, it'll be on YouTube. It never comes off. It's always there. And then of course Spotify, Apple, Amazon, iHeart, all the big channels. How not to
Baby
bomb?
Gen G in the building.
A baby what?
Baby Gen G in the building.
Gen G. What's Gen G?
Yeah. Gen G. That's my sister. We look a lot alike. Yeah.
Baby Gen G.
Yeah, another name I go by.
Gen
G? Just call me. Just call me fucking Jill. At least I'm not a Karen. I'm not a Karen.
You don't want to be a Karen.
No. This was really a ride. It was fun.
I'm really happy you did the show. We did a nice hour, a little over an hour today, which is good.
Wow. Yeah. It says 36 minutes now, 54 seconds. And then the other one, because I got the phone call.
Right. But the total was an hour and 1 second. So we're an hour and 1 minute. Yeah.
I need a new phone. I got to get a new phone this week.
I need a new phone.
Too much storage.
Yeah. That's what happens.
Oh, God.
You do those videos. All right, darling. I am going to. We're going to sign out. We're going to say goodbye. Anything you want to leave?
Bye, everybody.
Anything you want to leave these people with before we go, and then we're just going to go. How not to bomb. Last words. Final words with Laura.
Forget about it.
And that's that.
That's that.
We'll see you later.
Bye.